Good evening, my crafty friends. This is Jacqueline, Metallark001 here on YouTube. I wanted to share with you a project I've been working on for about a week now, on and off between life and life. um, I made a memory album and I used a couple of different die sets and embossing folder to make this memory album. So I wanted to share with you what I made, and I hope that you enjoy seeing what I created today. So I'll let you look, of course, at the album that's sitting there in front of you. And what I used to make the actual album was Anna Griffin Album Dies that I've had for a while and hadn't used. So these are the dies that I used to make the album. So these are the covers and the inside pages, and these are the dies that I used. Maybe I'll turn them this way and you can probably see them a little better. They're really, really pretty. I've had this for a little while and I hadn't used them and decided I needed to use them. And then this also came with it, and this is what makes the spine of the album that you put the pages in. So those are the dies that I made the actual album with. And then I used, I am so in love with these dies. They are Carnation Crafts and they are out of the UK. And I know Miss Ida, my dear friend, has made many videos using the Carnation Crafts. We both stumbled upon them and we talked about them together, and we own several collections. So what I used for this particular album was the Vintage Blooms set 1 and set 2 from Carnation Crafts. So I'm going to move this back just a little bit to give me a little room here. So this is the Vintage Blooms set 1, and I used this particular die set and I snipped them as well and used a lot of the snippets that are in there to make part of the album. And then mostly I use the Vintage Blooms set 2 from Carnation Crafts. So I used, of course, these ones. I used this in there. I snipped a lot of, sorry, of the dies, these ones and these ones, to use and put in different parts of the album. So if you don't know about Carnation Crafts, you do need to go and visit their page and see the beautiful dies they have. So the way that these work is you purchase the dies, and these are what the dies look like. So here's like a particular corner that I used throughout the album, which looks like this. And then I just backed it on the silver mirror card, which just makes it look so beautiful. And Miss Ida did this and a while back, and so I actually copied it from her and used it in my album. So this is this particular die right here when you cut it out. So you print the vignettes that they have on their website. Most of them are free. There's some different colored ones that you can purchase that go along with the collections, and then you put the dies over them and you cut them out, and that is what they look like. Stunning. Just beautiful. Sorry, I guess my camera isn't focusing quickly enough. So I will show you what those look like in my album. Here is another one that I cut out and backed on the silver mirror card, and then you'll see where I snipped out some of these roses and some of these flowers, and I used them in the album. But that's kind of what those look like. So you can make so many different things. I made a trolley using these a while back, and that's also on my YouTube if you care to go and peek. So when you cut them out, this is kind of what the vignettes look like. And then, like, you can see where I snipped a lot of the roses off and used them in my project. So really, really, really pretty. This is just one of the extra pages that you'll see within the book, but that's kind of what they look like. And then this is part of the Anna Griffin. I just used it in the other position, so it is this one right here. You'll see that I used these ones in the album as well on each of the pages. So, all right. Another thing that I did use was this die set, and I've had this for a very, very long time. I think it's, I got it off of eBay or something. I just can't remember. I don't have the name to it, but it's one of my most favorites that I use all the time. And I use this particular die set for most of the tags. So there's going to be tags inside each page, and they have some really beautiful poems, memory poems in them. And then I used oh, I didn't bring it here, but just a square die to make all of the photo mats that go in between each of the pages. So I used that. I used the Anna Griffin 3D embossing folder that came with the album set. So you'll see this also in my project that I used on all of the pages. And then I have another one. Let me grab it really quick. I'm sorry, I forgot that I used that one. And it is, let me see where I put it, if I can find it really quickly. There we go. And then you'll also see that I use this beautiful 3D embossing folder, and this is from Crafter's Companion, Sarah Davies. So you'll see this on the actual photo mats that I made. And I think almost everyone is familiar with the Stampin' Up! Whale punch, which I also used for the photo mats to pull the photo mats in and out between the pages. You will also see that I used this really pretty silver beads. So you'll see that I used in the album, and I got this clearance at Hobby Lobby, I think. So okay, I think those are all of the things that I used. I used 110-pound cardstock as well for the album. So this is what the album looks like. So I'll try to get it in. So this is the cover. You can see where I decoupaged the flowers on the front, so they're layered. Here is the beading that I used from the roll from Hobby Lobby. Here's the oval that was in the Anna Griffin die set for the album itself. So this is the background die also that I showed you from Anna Griffin, that they're going to be one like this, and then a different, the second style, so each page is going to have one of each. So I decorated the back spine with the Carnation Crafts roses that I snipped, and then I used some lace from Crafty Me Shop, which is me on Facebook. She has the most beautiful laces, and I have quite a collection. So I tried to make it look like a trellis with lace. So that's the spine. And then on the back is my information, created in Colorado. That's where I'm from. And I used, again, the Anna Griffin die that came with it. And then these are the Carnation Crafts flowers that I showed you that I used from the Vintage Blooms set number 2. So there we go. So you open the first page up, and this is what you're going to see. So here I use that embossing folder, and that's going to be on each of the pages. And then I used that pretty silver beading here. And then on the first page, you will see the other die from the album set from Anna Griffin, with the oval. And then here are the Carnation Crafts Vintage Blooms sets that I used, and I snipped, and I backed this one with silver. And then you pull out this, and you're going to have a tag that I used with those really pretty dies, and they each have poems on them. And then I just kind of snipped some of the Carnation Crafts and flowers and roses there from the Vintage Blooms. There's the rest of that poem, Safely Home. So I use their coordinating papers also. So you get these on the Carnation Crafts website, and you can print them out to match your projects, or you can actually buy the I'm not sure how many grams paper it is, really pretty, but I usually just use the ones that they have online. So that is the first page, and then again that goes behind the die of Anna Griffin die, and that poem goes tucked in there. And I'm going to try to turn it my way so I can see what I'm doing here. And then the pages are open on the top, and that's where the photo mat goes. So if you pull out the photo mat, that's what the photo mat looks like. So it's embossed with that really pretty rose 3D embossing folder from Sarah Davies. And then again, I use that whale punch from Stampin' Up, and then I just slightly put a beautiful little contrast there. And they're finished on both sides, so you can put a photo on the front side, you can put a photo on the back side. So you have room for the actual memorial photo, which you can stick in here, which I left open, and it will have the oval. I'll cut an oval shape like it is in the white so that they can match it to their photo, and then they can just stick their photo down in there of the memorial or the memory they want to keep of the loved one. So each of those pages have that. I got glue on my hands. So that's the first page using this style of the die. And then the second page is this one, and it's got the rounded one. And so again, I've used the Carnation Crafts here and here. You pull out the poem, and it is blank on the back of that one, so they can write a memory on there if they would like. Again, there's the photo mat that goes with those two pages. So then you go to the third page, and here again we have the Anna Griffin beautiful die, and this one I turned this way, and then again you can insert your photo in there of your loved one. So your photo is in there, and it goes tucked in under there as well. There is, it's hard to pull out sideways. There we go. So there's another poem on there. It's called The Dash. And these are just so pretty. These poems are really pretty. I just loved each and every one of them. I had, a lot of you all know that I lost my oldest daughter years back, and I got such beautiful cards, and these are some of the poems that just resonated with me. And I'm just going to quickly read this one. It's called The Dash. I read of a man who stood to speak at the funeral of a friend. He referred to the dates on her tombstone from the beginning to the end. He noted that first came her date of birth and spoke the following date with tears. But he said what mattered most of all was the dash between these years, for that dash represents all the time that she spent alive on earth, and now only those who loved her know what that little line was worth. For it matters not how much we own, the cars, the house, the cash. What matters is how we live and love and how we spend our dash. So I just wanted to make it really heartfelt, and just beautiful memories of a loved one. So I've included a lot of those poems that meant a lot to me. So then the next page, of course, you have the photo mat again on each side. There is the other really pretty Anna Griffin die, and then there's another poem on that one. So each of the pages have a poem, and each of them have the photo mat. So here is a different, same style, but I turned it sideways to kind of make it look a little different. So each page can have a little difference. And then again, you just tuck your photo in there. Could be an oval photo, it could be a square photo. Whichever you like. And then again, A Journey Remembered is another poem that I really love. There's again that beautiful photo mat that has, oh, I'm a little off camera, the beautiful 3D rose. Then here is, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So here is the next pages. And then there's the snippability, of course, of all those beautiful Carnation Crafts roses. Their colors are just so pretty. So the last page is this page here, and I made a pocket using that beautiful Vintage Blooms set number 2, which was this one right here. So that's what that looks like. And then it comes with the layering pieces so that you can, I use this one here so I could make the silver and make it pop with the silver here on that one. So, oops, here we go. So that's a pocket on the last page. And then with those dies, I went ahead and made In Memory of You cards so that your loved ones can write a memory, or your guests can write a memory of the loved one, of your loved one, and you can safely just tuck them away inside of there and, you know, pull them out on the anniversary dates or whatever, and look at them. So here is the last page, which my friend Ida, we text back daily, and she's my like I always say when I grow up, I want to be just like her. She's so talented. So I always send her, okay, what does this look like? How about this? What do you think of that? And so she said, you need angel wings in that memory book, and which I really did. So I put the angel wings on the back page, and I went ahead and I put those beautiful Carnation Crafts roses and snipped them out and just put them there on the last page. Just so beautiful. And then again, here is the back with my information. Again, the spine. So I hope you like my album. It takes a little while to try to figure out what you want to make and what you want it to look like, and just a lot of work and love and goes into your projects when you're working on them. But I wanted to share with you the beautiful, again, Carnation Crafts. Beautiful, beautiful dies. And the colors, you know, they have different vignettes, and they have different colors, so you can, you know, use different colors with them. It's just so many things that you can do. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I hope that you like my memory book. I'm going to make a box to house this with all the matching Carnation Crafts vignettes and flowers that go with the book. So once I complete that, I will come back and show that to you and then show them together. So please let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed my project, and I hope to talk with you soon. Take care. Love and hugs. Bye.